Like darkness?
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Megzero, and as you can see, we are back with more Dark Souls 3. Now, in the last episode, we actually took care of quite a few bit of side quests right away, we defeated the Nameless King, we fought and defeated, can't believe that. We fought and defeated Hawkwood the Deserter, and we also got Havel's armor set. Now, since we defeated the Nameless King in the end of the last episode, I feel like it's fair we show off the main skill that we can, or the items that we can get from transfusing the Nameless King's soul. So, by transfusing that, you can transfuse the Lightning Storm ability, or you can transfuse his soul into the Dragon Slayer's Sword Spear. Sword Spear, weird name, but alright. But yeah, you can do that, or you can get the. What's this? What is this? Or yeah, this is weird. You can also get another weapon because I believe he's one of the few. I think he's like the only boss where you can get three different types of weapons. Like this one's based off the dragon, I believe, that he was riding. This one's for him specifically, and I think this one's supposed to be like a combination of the two. But this is more powerful, and just kind of like for the sake of it, even though we'll probably never use it in the playthrough, I'll put it on, even though it's a powerful spell. Wait, did I do it? Yes, I did. Alright, so we're gonna go do one more thing and get like a really powerful catalyst that I actually completely forgot to show off in when we were there. But it requires us to go back to the Lothric dungeon or Eredel dungeon, and we're gonna travel to the Profane Capital, and then we'll. It's just basically gonna be us speed running through the area because it doesn't require a whole bunch, and we defeated everything pretty much there except for like one tiny room, but it's just one more of those like eldritch abomination baby monsters that are like a giant hands in there. Cause like, good lord, what the frig? Like, what were they smoking when they thought of that area? But then again, I could question a lot of things on what they were smoking when they made certain enemies in this game, just to say the very least. But yeah. So what you want to do is you want to go back to the Profane Capital, and like I said, I'm just going to run through here. Then we'll go to the Shrine Bonfire, and then we can actually start going to like the final area of the game. Because remember, with the base game, we're done with everything, but we still have one more DLC to explore, and then that's it. That'll be we'll finish that DLC, and then we'll actually come to like that's it. Yay! The DLC is unique because it actually, oh my goodness, what am I saying? Like the hardest boss. We're missing a boss I forgot to mention in it. And I completely forgot to mention this boss because, good lord, it is dangerous, hurtful, and with the stuff that we have on, it would actually be detrimental for us to play the way we have been. Like, I will actually need to switch up my skills, everything. And it's also, you have to defeat this boss in order to unlock its covenant. Which is dumb, but it's actually pretty cool. Anyways, drop down here, grab this. Wrath of the Gods. There's also another spell that I completely utterly forgot. You got this, you got the Court Sorcerer's Hoods. And there's also this little thing. You see another, yep, it's another Mimic Chest. But let's see if we can get, do I have any Undead Spell Charms? I don't think the Dual Charm will do anything. It has to be specifically, yeah, it has to be specifically the Undead ones. But yeah, do this. Just gonna kill it right away. Cause no. Let's see. Can we get its thing? Nope. We got the court sorcerer staff though. Court sorcerer staff is one. I think its spell buff and actual damage does outweigh the crystal sage's spear or crystal sage's staff. But oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Shrine bonfire! Shrine bonfire! Shrine bonfire! It's like oh crap. But yeah, I think its damage does technically outweigh the crystal sage's staff. Like the only reason you would have like the crystal chime is because like oh it does double the things that we usually do. Okay, so I am so with that, like I said, we're at the end game. We have received where all we need to do. So is there's like one what am I talking about? There's like one more side quest we can do that has us do all this, but we need to talk to Ring Fingered Leonard. So and then he gives you this. Yeah, I'll think about that never. But it actually does require us to go on and do the side quest. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna travel back to Rosaria's bedchamber because if you screw up the side quest with Cirrus, which means like when I did this before, when I got to Rosaria's bed for chamber when we first came here, just the act of opening the door to Rosaria's in the past was enough to completely derail Cirrus's questline. That's why you kind of want to save it till the very, very end. And there's like an interesting thing you can do with Rosaria. She holds like one of the only abilities in the game, like to reshape your character's face or your character's stats. So say for like you're heavy in the strength department, but you notice that you know what I want to use magic more. You can use the ability to change it to magic. And you don't have to worry about this scrub ever attacking you because it's kind of. Well, here's the thing. It's kind of disappointing when you learn about this because, well, guess what? Kill the grub. And it's Hazel. Yeah. This is a little interesting thing when it comes to Rosaria. When I was talking about, she can reshape your stats and how your character look. But if you do it too many times, you end up like Hazel here. You become a giant grub. So the game warned you, like, hey, don't do it. Like the game will actively warn you of like, hey, don't do this. But yeah, people are always dying around here for some reason. So here you go. You get asked to join the covenant, and you just join. You're a typical red spirit, so it doesn't matter. You join Rosaria's fingers, and in order to like, see, this is what I said. The price of rebirth is paid in pale dogs. Rebirth can be performed 5 times during this lifetime. Do you wish to be reborn? No, but you can just do it. You do, like I said, recreate your stats, alter your appearance. But we're just going to give her like one pale tongue, just to show that like, oh, we're part of the covenant, even though that's it. But anyways, after defeating, or after doing that, run all the way over here, talk to Leonard. But yeah, Leonard says like, oh, okay, don't. Well, you can think of us as comrades, which you can do. Like by offering to join yourself with Rosaria, you do get the ability of summoning Hazel, but Hazel will always attack you the first time unless I believe you go straight to the left. But anyways, I believe if we leave or if we just reset the world real quick like that, let's see. Yeah, I think we actually do have to leave, come back. So what we're going to do is that we're just going to travel to the Deacons real quick. travel back, and then because we actually need to leave the area, have it reload, and then come back to do this, because this side quest is a bit weird. It takes place over the course of the entire game. Like you can do it when you get here, offer tongues, all that yada yada yada. But when you come back, about the time you defeat Aldrich, because I believe what I mean about the time you defeat Aldrich, I believe you either have to defeat Aldrich or you have to be like right on the cusp of beating the game, like right where we are right now. So we're gonna do this. So right back to Rosaria's bedchamber because Rosaria will actually be in a different state due to the fact that we screwed around with the world lines. We screwed around everything. Oh yes, I guess I should have said this in the previous episode, or I know I said it in the Final Fantasy video in terms of text, but I have at this point unlocked full weeb, well at least almost. The only thing I'm missing is probably like a body pillow or something like that. But yeah, I've got something that typically was like, oh man, no, this person's a weeb. But I only here we go. Yeah, after leaving the world and coming back here, you can see this. Yeah, Rosaria's dead-ish. Of course, you can pay Rosaria's, get a black eye orb. This is a unique item. It's a one-time only use item. That's a key item, I believe. Or no, it's down here. Invade the world of Rosaria's killer. Yeah, this is a weird side quest that's always left here. It's an arcade orb left on Rosaria's corpse. Have faith her soul can be retrieved by invading the world of her killer and returning victorious. The black eye is proof of vengeance, but it often appears serene as it casts its gaze towards Irithyll. So yeah, you need to go back to Irithyll, the Boreal Valley. This side quest is definitely interesting because you do need to like travel all over the place, and it can take place basically whenever you want it to. Only serious is where it kind of like you have to like kind of do it throughout the game. Like quest lines can kind of be weird. Orbeck, you can miss out on Orbeck completely. His quest line, just by passing by the Crystal Sage, because I think Orbeck will just peace out eventually. If you miss his 2 scrolls, he'll leave, and I believe he won't come back. Cornix, I believe, is another one who you can technically miss completely because, well, you don't really have to do anything. Because, like, if you missed coming up there, like, oh, I missed my chance to get him. I don't know if he dies. Like, most NPCs, I believe they just exist in the world until you come back. Carla, if you die while trying to rescue her, she'll be dead. If you're invaded while you're trying to rescue her, she'll be dead. But anyways, you come up here, you feel the black eye orb quivering. But yeah, that's so strange. Instead of being at the bottom, it comes up like almost like it's ominous, like you're being invaded or something. It's like at the bottom, like, oh, you're being invaded or you're being summoned. No, like this one, bam, the black eye orb is coming. And you invade the world of Rosaria's killer. Yes. And this is the only time, currently, I believe, you can use like an invasion weapon in a boss room. Because in the past, you could do a glitch where you could do invasions in the boss room. But they patched that out at this point. So you're no longer doing invasions in the boss room. Sucks, but what can you do? But, oh, here I got time for me, shut up. Yep. What the? Yeah, Ringfinger Leonard's a unique. Oh, you prick. Motherfucker. Yeah, Ringfinger Leonard's. Oh my goodness. Motherfucker. Stop. Good lord, I'm trying to explain how you work, and then you. You know, I actually don't hear him talk this much. I haven't never heard him talk that much. I usually just go, die. And he usually dies in like a few hits. But yeah, Ringfinger Leonard has been defeated and you're returning to your world. Now, here's the thing. You are now gifted with Rosaria's soul. You invaded the world of her killer. You took it back. So now this is interesting because now you're actually presented with another choice on how you can do this. Yeah, you get Soul Rosaria, the Crescent Moon Sword, and the Silver Mask, his weapon, or his helmet. You're like, I guess I should show off the helmet. This looks dumb. It looks interesting, but you can never see the face. Again, you can never see the face. You have this. It looks dumb, but you can use it for crystal sorceries and all that for doing damage. So we'll just take that off for right now. But his weapon's another unique. I think you need to have like a certain amount of strength. Oh no, we can wield it pretty easily because we have this dexterity. But yeah, you saw him like launching that little moon blast thing. No, this is really dumb. Like you could, like I said, you could save Rosaria's soul at this point, or you could get a very, very, very powerful healing spell that I've used on one of my regen builds, and it's absolutely ridiculous because regen stacks on top of other regens. Well, it stacks as long as you have it like in separate items. Like say your sword regens, you have an accessory that regen, your shield regens. You could cast a spell that regens. If you use like a chime, you could cast that regen. So you can have ridiculous amounts of regening going on for you in terms of your stats. But it does cost quite a bit in order to get Rosaria's placement. Then you have 35 faith. It takes up two spell slots, but it also allows you to regen yourself and, like I said, your other allies. But it's like you don't lose anything if you don't return it to Rosaria. I think maybe in the past, if you did it, you wouldn't be able to offer her stuff. But you can still offer it to her. You can still reallocate your stats and all that, which is really dumb. You would think, like, okay, you can either revive her and get the ability to do the Covenant stuff all over again, or you can sacrifice it and get Bountiful Sunlight. Like, one of the best healing spells in the game, like, in addition to this. But this one's better because even though this one does it all at once, this one costs less, it's over time, and you can stack it. So it's like up to you if you really want to. But we have done enough side quests, we've done enough exploring. I think it is time for us to finally offer the Cinders of a Lord to their thrones. So let's go offer them in the order that we faced them. We faced and defeated always the Abyss Watchers first. So offer them theirs. Offer them upon their thrones. We then went and defeated Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods, who was in the process of devouring Gwendolyn. Offer his soul. He was a lord purely for strength, not for virtue. With one of the final of the lords that we have defeated, it was Yorm the Giant, the sad one, who defeated his friends and returned to the capital where no one thanked him. And he was the sole survivor. Offer him to his chair. So, this leaves us with one Lord of Cinder left. The one who started this craze in denying the world its chance to kindle and just allowed it to fade into darkness. That was Prince Lothric, and we shall offer his cinders of a lord to his throne. And by offering the last of the cinders, the Firekeeper will stand up, and come towards the flame, where we must head to the final area of the game. In order to do that, just talk to her.
And let the Lord's embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true Lord, fit to link the fire. Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace discover. the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
And here we are at the kiln of the first flame. You light this bonfire, and as you can see, Firelink Shrine is in ruins for us. We sacrifice Ludlith, but you don't actually lose the ability to transpose souls just because he's died. And so you can't really explore this Firelink Shrine because it's in disrepair and in ruin, or both I guess. And then you come upon this, and then you truly see for what the world is at this point. A misshapen mess of different ages, and ash, countless grays and times seen upon the world. And there's an area in the distance that we can go to. You will proceed towards the first flame. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the last area of the game. Before DLC. We will do the DLC first because that's where I believe it is truly the last part. When like the world's just shapen and gone. And here we are, killing the first flame. I'm going to light the bonfire. But if you turn back, if you have the DLC for the ends of the world or the Dreg Heap, you can travel there. And you can also travel there right after defeating Lady Elfrida and Father Ariandel. And you can actually access the Dreg Heap fairly early on in the game. You can defeat like 3 or 4 bosses and bam, Dreg Heap. If you're that good, I am not that good. Have I gone to the Dreg Heap? Yeah, but I have beaten it. I usually take the long way where I beat every single boss. And I have done it with my low level character. But here we are. The Dreg Heap. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we start the beginning. This is the end for us. So, with that everyone, my name is Omega Zero, and I will catch you all later when we